Welcome, everybody, back to the Economancer, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of economics and philosophy, and cybernetics occasionally, obviously. Today, we'll be exploring the concept of communal ontology and its implications for society, economics, and politics. We're going to be drawing on the works of Adam Smith, Edmund Husserl, and a newcomer, Edith Stein. So let's start off with Adam Smith and the marketplace. He famously argued that morality is innate to human nature and that our capacity for sympathy and desire for approval form the foundation for moral principles. Imagine you're at a bustling marketplace filled with buyers and sellers. Smith's perspective suggests that the marketplace's success depends on individuals cooperating and collaborating, bound by shared moral principles. Picture the marketplace as an intricate dance. As people engage in economic interactions, their desire for approval and cooperation drives them to move in harmony with one another, fostering trust and ensuring the smooth functioning of the market. Now let's bring in the ideas of Edmund Husserl, whose concept of intersubjectivity highlights the importance of shared meaning and understanding in social interactions. Imagine two individuals speaking different languages, trying to communicate in the marketplace. Without a shared understanding, their ability to engage in successful transactions is diminished, which is why we have things like generalized mediums of exchange. But intersubjectivity in the marketplace is like a shared language that facilitates the dance. When everyone understands the steps, they can work together more effectively, creating a prosperous and harmonious community. Lastly, let's consider Edith Stein's work on empathy. Stein argued that empathy is crucial for understanding others and recognizing their unique perspectives and experiences. In the marketplace, empathy allows buyers and sellers to see things from each other's perspectives, leading to a fairer and more mutually beneficial transaction. Empathy in the marketplace is like a spotlight that illuminates the individual dancers, revealing their unique stories and experiences. This understanding fosters a deeper sense of connection and appreciating, promoting more equitable interactions. So now that we've kind of covered the implications of communal ontology in economics and geopolitics in one of my other videos, let's examine its significance in our everyday lives. Communal ontology can help us better understand the importance of social interactions, empathy, and shared meaning in fostering strong communities and interpersonal relationships. If you picture your neighborhood as a microcosm of the broader marketplace, the relationships you forge with your neighbors, local businesses, and community organizations are all based on a foundation of trust, empathy, and shared understanding. By actively engaging in community activities, volunteering, or simply offering a helping hand to your neighbors, you're actively participating in the communal ontology at play. These social interactions not only strengthen your local community, but they also contribute to your personal growth and well-being. Imagine your neighborhood as a beautiful garden, each individual with their own unique perspectives and experiences. It's like a different plant, contributing to the garden's overall beauty and diversity. As you nurture these relationships and foster understanding, the garden thrives, creating a vibrant and harmonious environment. In this essence, communal ontology reminds us that our personal well-being is intimately connected to the well-being of those around us. By embracing empathy, shared meaning, and cooperation in our everyday lives, we can cultivate stronger communities and enrich our own experiences. Now let's take a step back. I mentioned Edith Stein, but I didn't really break down who she was. Edith Stein's work on empathy is a crucial component of this communal ontology. Stein was a phenomenologist and a philosopher who was deeply interested in human experience, particularly in the nature of empathy and its implications for understanding others. So let's take a closer look at her work and its relevance to our discussion. So her magnum opus on the problem of empathy offers an in-depth exploration of empathy as a fundamental aspect of human experience. According to Stein, empathy involves perceiving the emotional experiences of others while maintaining a clear distinction between one's own emotions and those of the other. And if you've listened to some of my other work where I've talked about the distinction between the subject and object and how we need to move into a distinction with the alter and the alter ego, this is a fundamental way to think about it. Stein distinguishes between three levels of empathy: basic, emotional, and cognitive empathy. Basic empathy refers to our capacity to perceive feelings and emotions of others directly, without conscious effort. Emotional apathy is the ability to feel what others are feeling and respond to their emotions in a compassionate manner. Finally, cognitive empathy is the ability to understand the perspective and thought processes of others, which is going to allow us to appreciate their unique experiences. In the context of communal ontology, Stein's work emphasizes the importance of empathy in fostering meaningful connections and understanding between individuals. By cultivating empathy, we can bridge the gap between our own experiences and those of others, ultimately leading to a stronger, more harmonious relationship. Stein's work also highlights the moral dimension of empathy. By being empathetic, we recognize the inherent value and dignity of others, which in turn fosters a sense of moral responsibility towards them. This moral foundation is crucial for the development of shared values and the maintenance of social cohesion. Imagine empathy as a bridge that connects us to others, allowing us to traverse the chasms that separate our individual experiences. As we cross these bridges, we deepen our understanding of others, fostering connections that enrich our lives and strengthen our communities. So to summarize her work on empathy, we notice that it offers valuable insights into the nature of human experience and its role in communal ontology. By cultivating empathy in our everyday lives, we can foster stronger connections with others and contribute to the development of harmonious, compassionate communities. Now, a key piece to Edith Stein's work is that she converted to Catholicism. And after this, it took on a new dimension as she explored the intersection of her newfound faith with her philosophical interests. While her earlier work primarily focused on empathy and phenomenology, her later work delved into the realms of metaphysics, ethics, and philosophy of religion. So let's take a look at some of her key contributions as a Catholic philosopher. One of Stein's most significant works as a Catholic philosopher is her book Finite and Eternal Being. In this work, Stein examines the nature of being and the relationship between the finite created and the infinite eternal God. Drawing from both phenomenology and Thomistic metaphysics, Stein's exploration of being provides a unique perspective on the interconnectedness of all creation. Stein also made important contributions to the philosophy of education, particularly in her work The Education of the Individual. Here she emphasizes the importance of fostering spiritual, intellectual, and emotional growth of each individual. As a Catholic educator, Stein believed that education should help individuals develop their own unique talents and abilities in service of others and ultimately in service of God. In the context of communal ontology, Stein's Catholic work enriches our understanding of the moral and spiritual dimensions of the human experience by recognizing our interconnectedness as part of a divine plan. We can better appreciate the inherent value of each individual and the importance of nurturing their unique talents and perspectives. Stein's Catholic philosophy informs her work on ethics. By integrating empathy, her earlier focus, with her Catholic faith, she argues for a moral framework that is grounded in love and compassion. This framework emphasizes the dignity and worth of every human being and the responsibility we all share to treat one another with respect and understanding. So imagine a tapestry with each individual's unique perspective and experience represented as a colorful thread. Stein's Catholic philosophy helps us see that these threads are all interconnected, woven together by a divine plan. When we appreciate the beauty of the tapestry, we can better understand our role in fostering compassion and love in our communities. In conclusion, Edith Stein's work as a Catholic philosopher adds depth and nuance to our understanding of communal ontology. By exploring the spiritual, ethical, and educational dimensions of human experience, we can cultivate a more holistic approach to our relationships with others and the world around us. And so when we're going back to what we think about Adam Smith in the marketplace, if you've noticed some of the arguments, Adam Smith saw that morality is innate to human nature and that it is based on our capacity for empathy, sympathy, and the desire for approval. So this forms the foundation of our moral principles. And if we're at a marketplace and we're trying to exchange goods, services, we're not just exchanging goods and services, we're also exchanging love, because we really want to build that bridge that I talked about earlier between you and I. And we also need to understand that this bridge, this intersubjectivity, this empathy, this is part of the grace that God has given us as humans to foster our more compassionate, and socially responsible approach to economic and social interactions. And in conclusion, communal ontology emphasizes the importance of social and economic interactions in shaping our understanding of the world and our relationship with others and God. Thank you for joining me, the Economancer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful discussions.